here's your motor check. Don't look in the fuzz because I'm the best. I can take those places you never dream of. I have what you need to soothe your nerves. I'm your fixing man, baby, that's what I am. Baby, I'm your fixing man, girl, that's what I am. Baby, lay back, let me find out what is wrong. A damn for my sweet stuff is all begun. The outside man,
the handsome one, Harry. How are we doing, Superman?
I like that. The smooth Walsh. I like that.
Yeah, well, you gave it to me, so I'll take it.
Who thought of that?
I don't know. This guy next to me. I love the shirt, man. Where did you get that? The purple with the Superman. I really do.
I think I bought it, but I don't remember where. I know that I couldn't fit it for a long time.
But then you were bulking up, and it was like, you know, a little summertime.
And the Superman shirt wasn't doing it.
It's retired Superman.
Yeah, I'm not quite, not 8-pack, 6-pack era, but I ain't beer.
You got it. You have an ab.
I got a ab.
That's right.
It's huge. It's
one ab. Oh man,
one ab.
So we did Soberfest this weekend. We had over 5,000 people out to the softball tournament.
Wait a minute. You got to explain what Soberfest is.
Well, we talked about it on Thursday,
but not everybody was here Thursday, Isaac.
So what happened was
that's what we're talking.
Is GM and the UAW partner up for a sober event to highlight people that struggle with addiction, and they have a softball tournament against the drug rehabilitation houses. All play against each other.
Okay.
And there was like $2 lunches. And
$2.
Yeah, for a hot dog, chips, drink, and an ice cream. That's not so bad.
That's not bad at all.
It's like 50 cents a thing, right?
Exactly.
And hung out. They had a little pond for the kids to go fishing, and face painting and clowns and a bunch of things. It was a blast. We had a great time. Got a bunch of success stories or interviews of people who come back from addiction. It was really great.
Nice.
Jesse Health Systems was there. Odyssey House, Life Challenge, Salvation Army. Oh gosh, I'm missing a ton. Drug Free All Stars. Oh my gosh, there was a bunch. And had a great time. And ate way too many hot dogs. I mean, for $2 a lunch, you know what I'm saying? $14 goes pretty quick.
It goes pretty quick, baby.
Yeah. So
it sure does.
Cholesterol went up, but stress went down. So, yeah, man, it was a good time. You do anything fun for the weekend?
I built a gaming studio.
Wait.
Yes.
A gaming studio?
Dude, I dismantled it's on the screen right now, actually. I dismantled my office. And I put it together as a gaming studio. So now I just taught myself 15 seconds ago.
15 seconds.
How to stretch the image
over all three screens?
Three screens.
Shut your mouth.
Yes.
Oh my, that thing is cool.
It's going to be fabulous.
It looks fabulous. I got to stay away from it because that stuff's addicting, and I will suck right into that. It would be bad. It would be really, really bad for me. But
what'd your ex-wife say?
So
you should have never started up again, right?
So we finished up with that what happened story. But had a good weekend and had to take a break from the poor Florida man. Those people are screwing. But we do have a Florida story that I want to start off, if that's fine with you.
Are you tired of picking on Florida? Is that where we're? There's no North Dakota, man?
I did not realize that so many foods could be used as an assault. Breadsticks, chicken, wings, pizza, a sub, really? Assault with a sub?
Come on now. You know about food fights.
Yeah, but I figured at 35 or 40, you would get past the food fight. But I don't know. It's like monkeys throwing feces at each other.
It's the easiest thing. I mean, it's whatever's close to you. It would have been a teapot.
How about just control your temper and take a walk?
That would probably work better. I'll go with that. All
right. So anyways, moving on. I want to do something that was interesting. And so we're going to do more interesting stories today. And you have to let me know how interesting, if I pique your interest. All right?
Is this a challenge?
I mean, it's always a test, isn't it?
It's always a
It's
test.
always a
It's
test.
always
All
a
right,
test.
here's the title. It says a record-breaking Burmese python, as long as a giraffe is tall, caught in Florida. So, first of all,
All right.
how did they catch it? And I want you to tell me how you think they caught it.
So as long as a giraffe is tall, so from the front hoof.
So what's that? 26 feet or something?
Easy from the front hoof all the way up to the nose.
Well, they got
Or
those
the
two
antenna,
little
yeah.
antennae.
I'm
Yeah.
sure that could easily be 25, 26.
That's what I'm thinking. So
Foot.
this one says 19-footer.
19 foot. Okay.
Look at
baby
that.
giraffe.
So I don't know if you can see this picture, but it's got.
You haven't shared your screen. You got to share your screen.
I got two people holding a snake. So first of all, the head on this thing
Switch your cast for.
is the head of this thing is just gross, and I am not a snake person to start with, but it's the longest one ever recorded, and it's got two guys holding this thing, and this thing looks
There it
heavy.
is.
Like it's got some girth. Look at the head.
Oh my goodness.
Like, look at the head on that thing. All right. So, 19-foot Burmese python
Where'd he find it? In his bedroom,
we're
bathroom? Is
about
that
to
one
find
that
out.
came up through the toilet?
was
kind of
caught
thing?
by local hunters, because there's local python hunters, because it's Florida. In South Florida's Big Cypress National Preserve this week. So it was in a preserve. That makes a little bit more sense. Put the catch into perspective. The snake is as long as an adult giraffe is tall. Look at the picture on. Oh, yuck!
Now they should have used a better
dude.
analogy. It's as long.
Look
as
at the picture.
They should have
on
said
the
it's
sink.
as long as a city bus, or I mean,
Listen.
who's got a sink
Look
as long
at
as
the
a giraffe?
like.
and
Listen,
snack?
if you woke up and that was chilling, yuck, dude. That's the reason I never live in Florida, right there.
Yeah.
It was caught Monday by 22-year-old Jake Wellery, who brought the python to the conservative for Southwest Florida in his hometown of Naples. So this was a wild, and they put it into the reserve. Officials there measured the snake at 19 feet and 125 pounds. Oh my gosh. It set a new world record for length. A video of Wallery's record-breaking catch shows the python lunging at Wallery as he pulls the snake out onto the road by its tail. Wallery and the snake wrestled on the ground until others joined to help peel the snake off him, because the snake was going to eat him. Yikes. Yike. These are supposed to be the largest snakes on the planet, and they are just disgusting.
Well, now come on. Why you call it disgusting? We're all God's children.
Yeah, snakes are gross. Snakes are gross, bro.
You are, my sir, are Bible bigoted.
I am not Bible bigoted.
Yes,
Snakes-
you are. You just mad at that snake in the Garden of Eden, and
Look.
you're taking it out on all the rest
Look,
of the snakes.
that is what he transformed to. It's not the snake's fault, but that doesn't make it less gross. That's like
I'm
saying,
going to stick up for all the snakes.
Here we go. This is what I thought you were going to do.
I'm going to, because it's not their fault. They got a bad rap.
Know a lot of snakes, dude?
That was one snake. One snake. And now for the rest of eternity, they got to deal with that crap. That is just wrong.
Well, somebody has to be the antithesis, yeah? All right, enough of that. I thought you liked that.
Damn snake.
And then I know how you like it when Earth fights back, so I thought you'd like this story.
Ooh.
An otter in Santa Cruz is hassling surfers by stealing their surfboards. What do you think?
Takes the surf.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at the pick.
Wait a minute. Oh, wow.
He's
No,
chilling on top of it.
That's
I feel like
fake.
this is
That's fake.
not true.
That's Photoshop, baby.
Let's see.
That's Photoshop.
Well, it's California, so. Yeah. An aggressive sea otter in California is hassling locals by riding their boards she stole from the surfers in the lineup. Apparently, this is not. That's an actual true shot.
You think so?
I don't.
So this seal is jumping on people's boards and making them jump off.
And then take pictures of it. Because
And
that's,
then they're set to take a picture of it. Yeah. But I mean, anybody could have been getting Jeffrey, surfing, so they could already be positioned because Jeffrey was about to stand up on his surfboard.
or they know that the sea lion likes to jump on them, so they put the surfboard out there so it would jump on top of it. I don't know, but I knew you'd like this because you would think it was bullcrap. It's perfect, right? So I would say you're saying what is false. That picture is not true.
There's
all right.
just a lot of things that would have to come together.
There'd be a lot. Yeah, all right. So
right.
Streamer Lane is a legendary point Break nestles along the rocky shores of Santa Cruz, home to swaths, good word, of experienced surfers, as well as a 5-year-old female sea otter with a growing reputation for repeatedly confronting surfers and kayakers. So this is something that's been going on for a while. Hence the picture.
Yeah, it's a neighborhood squirrel. I mean, a neighborhood seal. He lives there.
A neighborhood water squirrel. That's what we're calling it. So videos across social media show the otter hoisting itself out of the ocean and onto the boards, while surfers sit back in awe. At times, she chewed on the boards and forced surfers to surrender their boards altogether. Onlookers in the video can be heard laughing in jest at surfers' misfortune, but officials with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service say the otter poses a public safety risk.
Oh, come on.
Well, there have been no...
Shoot it then. Shoot it.
Easy. Well, there's been no confirmed reports of injury. Due to the highly unusual behavior of this otter, kayakers, surfers, and other recreating in the area should not approach the otter or encourage the otter's interactions, the USFWS says to the statement. Here's what I think. I think that this is going to bring people to them, and they're going to make money, and they should let the otter knock the surfers off the surfboard. I mean, if you know the otter's there, you're taking that risk, right?
I would say so. It's an act of God, quote unquote. It's not
definitely
covered by any
an act of-
other's insurance policy. And the bottom line is, it wouldn't be a story if they didn't want people to know about it.
Exactly right. So I say that story
It's
is real.
propaganda to
I
get
think the
people down
picture.
there.
I think the picture is real, but I think they're using it to get people down there.
I
I mean, come on.
I agree with you. Where is it?
California, man, at the Nestle Point. It's a big surfer thing. And oh, look, we got the only otter that jumps on surfboards. So now people are going to do that just to see if the stupid thing will do it, right?
I agree.
Which is probably marking its territory because there's pup somewhere or something, right?
It's modern marketing. Can you fault them? Is what I'm saying.
All right, so you had just switching gears. You had just taken a trip over to Europe and Italy and all over the place, right?
I did.
What was how many places did you go to?
12 cities, 12 days, 12 hours.
12 cities, 12 days, and you arrived home in one piece. I am glad to see. I
don't know if I call it one piece, but yeah.
I don't think I could have done 12 cities in 12 months, let alone 12 hours.
It was a ball.
Oh, yeah.
It was a ball.
And if people want to check that out, where do they go real quick?
Spectacle TV. It's on Spectacle TV. It's called In Search of MKH.
MKH.
MKH. Marcus Kimsey Hearing. My son was over there.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, you were in the middle of looking for your son, and when you went, how full was your plane? How many people do you think was on that thing?
See, because I did a couple planes. I did a
The
pole
one
jumper.
from U.S. to wherever.
Okay, so I did one from Toronto to London.
Yeah, that one.
And I'm going to say it was pretty full. Because it's kind of funny because I was sitting there and the seat between me and the next person was open.
Yeah. Oh, so it was like a poor man's first class, baby.
I had a free seat there.
Nice.
And then the guy came and sat down.
No!
And I looked at him and I says, I was hoping you were going to be a supermodel.
Yeah, right? Nice. Or the last person that gets on a plane is a heavyweight person. You're like, no. No, right? Well, the reason why I bring this up is because one of the interesting stories I wanted to work with today is a man had an 18-hour delay, and he ended up on his plane, the only person on the plane. How would you like that?
An 18 hours, because they were waiting for people to buy tickets for 18 hours?
I don't know. I want to look into it, but I knew you would appreciate the story. So here's the pic. It's the guy with the four, what do they call it? Not waitresses.
All the stewardesses.
The stewardess. Well, what is a male?
Stewardess.
Is he steward?
A steward.
It's their stewardesses?
Yeah.
Okay.
He'd be a steward.
Here they are with the stewardess and the steward. And Phil, his last name is Stringer. That's interesting.
Did he at least let it sit in first class?
I mean, I don't think there would have been an issue. Right? But it said Phil Stringer lived both a traveler's nightmare and dream come true all in one day. Recently, when he waited for an 18-hour flight delay, which would have sucked, to find himself the only passenger on a plane, which would have been unbelievable and a little weird, I think, right? At the same time. Stringer, who's 34, is a chief operating officer for a real estate brokerage company and also consults with a business about using AI. He travels frequently from work, and despite the many woes plaguing the airline industry, says his trips have generally gone pretty smoothly until one Sunday late last month. His early morning flight home from Oklahoma City to Charlotte, North Carolina, was incrementally delayed throughout the course of the day for maintenance reasons, which I wouldn't want to be on that plane.
You know?
So he set up shop at the airport Starbucks, and when it closed, he sat at a table nearby. When he finally called to his gate just before midnight, he found it nearly empty. I thought that everyone had boarded and I was late because no one was on the freaking plane, right? But the gate agent said, "No, honey, you're the only one left. Everybody else left, said, screw it, we're not waiting the 18 hours, got a rental," and took off, right? It was just Stringer and 4 flight attendants whom, he says, were called back from their hotel for roughly 2.5-hour flight. He said they collectively decided to make the best of the less than ideal circumstances, and they spent the flight cracking jokes, teasing, and just chatting with each other on the experience of being the only people on the plane. So imagine you get on your plane from Toronto to where was it, London?
London.
And it's just you.
Man, I'd have got butt naked and ran up.
Woo!
Down the
That is a mental picture. I now have to get scrubbed.
I always wanted to see if I could fit in the luggage rack. You think?
The way your brain works is extraordinary, and that is why I love doing these things with you. All right.
I'm just saying.
These are all specially picked for you. This is another one. So if you had to tell me what you think the worst and most popular worst smell, if someone smelled that, they know exactly what it is. What do you think?
I heard, and I've never smelled it, but sheep turds.
Sheep turds.
Baby sheep turds are horrific.
Well, I wouldn't want to live next to a sheep farm. I've heard pig poop is really horrible. Right? That's what I heard too. And those pig farms are typically not
Well,
nice.
I drove through a cattle farm in California, going to San.
Through one.
You couldn't. I mean, the road. It was on both sides of the road for miles.
Smells amazing, doesn't it?
It
Yeah.
was horrendous.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I was like, okay, I imagine you end up getting used to it,
Yeah.
but that's horrible.
Yeah, that's
if
not-
you get used to that.
Listen.
I mean, BO's gone. You don't smell anything.
I don't want to get used to it. I don't.
And
I
if
think
that
it's
comes
gonna,
home with you,
Yeah.
ooh.
But one of the
ooh.
most distinct odors of all time is decaying bodies. It is absolutely clear, the smell. Everybody knows what it is, whether they've smelled it before or not. Once they smell that, they know. And did you know that there are plants that smell just like decaying bodies, and they are called corpse flowers?
Makes sense.
And all right, good name. Well, they are unspeakably stinky and also unpredictable. A flower that is unpredictable. I bet you didn't understand that part. Now take a look at this picture.
What's unpredictable about a flower?
We're going to get to it. Look at that. It's very beautiful, right? And quite large, actually. And,
Well, you got nothing to base the size on, do you?
well, look at the tree behind it.
It's
So-
a tree and it's behind it.
Okay, all right. Easy killer.
Jeez,
So it says the tightened arum or corpse flower has become a rock star in the plant world for its unpredictable displays and more notoriously its putrid stench of rotting flesh. All right, what is it? This very large flowering plant is related to the calla lily, and in fact looks like a supersized version of the macabre version with a large central spike surrounded by a frilly maroon skirt of leaf. Now see, that sounds pretty, but it looks like, you remember, what was that movie with those plants that would eat everybody back in the day, in the 80s, with my man Rick Moranis? Little Shop of Horrors?
Little Shop of Horrors, yeah.
It looks like that, except not real mouth, but it looks like it should. That's what it looks like. But now this flower is native only to the Indonesian island of Sumatra. Weird, Sumatra is the name, but has become even more difficult to see in the wild due to the habitat loss. Because I imagine if someone goes in, they chop that down. Here is my decayed flesh flower. Please check it out, right? In the last few decades, advance in technology and horticulture knowledge has allowed botanical gardens, of all places, to cultivate the corpse flower more wildly. Can you imagine? Okay, so we want to have you come into this area that smells like dead people, but isn't it beautiful? Paul, come on. This isn't tickling your fancy whatsoever.
I like it.
I knew you would.
I like it. You know what it so here's what I'm assuming. Back in the day, this was probably a prized flower. And you had to find one of these boogers.
Look at that sucker.
In order to get married, right? You'd have to present this flower to the king of Babadoo-Baba, and then you could take a wife.
Hey, could you repeat that name for me there? Look at now. That is a massive flower.
It's huge.
It's huge.
And it stinks.
And they're sitting there.
And it's got a stink out. I mean, that can smell up a good space right there.
That is a big flower, and its chosen smell is dead flesh. I imagine it would stay. People would stay away from it.
Well, it keeps bugs away. Yeah, and the bees and the bears and everything else. Well, I don't know. I mean, what about like what are the birds that eat dead flesh? Ravens or
vultures.
Vultures.
Yeah.
So why aren't vultures tearing these things up?
Well, you see that it's inside there. So.
Okay. All right.
I don't know. And if they wanted plant stuff but still tasted like dead bodies, it's really gross, and I thought you would like it. So there it is.
Well, thank you very much.
I do try, buddy. I do try.
For allowing me to like it.
And then there was a couple others. I'm going to let you pick. All right. So roller coaster riders were trapped upside down for hours. That's one.
Upside down.
Yeah.
Upside down.
Yeah. Hot dog eating contests are distinctly American tradition. And or you could meet Scooter, the winner of this year's World's Ugliest Dog. Which one of those do you like?
Give me again.
Roller coaster riders trapped upside down for hours.
Gotta hear that one.
That one? That's the one?
Well, no, wait, I gotta hear the choices again. Sorry.
All right.
Roller coaster.
There's that one. There's hot dog eating contest. This is distinctly American.
Okay.
Or meet Scooter, the winner of this year's World's Ugliest Dog contest.
Let's not mess with the dog. Let's talk. Roller coaster. It's roller coaster.
Okay, so here July 5th. This is called the Fireball trip. Oddly named. Went upside down with a mechanical failure for hours. So. Summer amusement turned into a serious nightmare on Sunday after a roller coaster malfunctioned in mid-air, trapping 8 passengers upside down for several hours. First of all, what would your brain be doing if it just stopped upside down?
I don't think the human body can stay upside down for several hours. I mean, can you imagine the blood flow to the head?
You'd be vomiting, right?
Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't know. I mean, they show people back in medieval times being strung up on the wall.
They even got a picture of it. I mean, that's
several hours
by Emily Olson. All right, let's see. Roller coaster malfunctioned midair. The oscillating fireball was just sliding down from its vertical loop at the Forest County Festival in Crandon, Wisconsin, when it stopped unexpectedly because of a mechanical failure. According to a joint press release from the local fire department and rescue squad, emergency personnel were dispatched to the scene within 15 minutes, but needed to request special equipment, including 3 ladder trucks from nearby towns to complete the rescue. These trucks
are 5 hours. These towns are 5 hours away.
Listen, hold on. You were just beating the story. Okay, one truck with the capability of rising over 100 feet, which was the issue. It had to be able to go up to 100 feet. Was about 45 minutes before it arrived on scene. And the off-duty firefighters, which specialized in the rope rescue that they would have needed, happened to be at the festival at the time of the incident and advised local crews on possible options. Due to the release mechanism of safety equipment on the individual cars, all individual cars were needed to be properly secured prior to release. So can you imagine sitting there and you're upside down and you're just waiting for everybody's gawking at you, and then you watch the fire truck people for several hours trying to figure out how to get the ladder up to you. I mean, wouldn't you just pass out?
I think you're missing the bigger picture.
Here we go.
You're sitting there waiting for that thing to drop off the rack.
Yeah, well, that's one of the options.
That's the biggest concern. All right, well, it's broke. Is it
When
going to
they-
break some more? You hear
Yeah.
me? And what car broke it? And do we
Is
need
it
to
my
just
car?
sacrifice
What
that
happens
car?
if the
Let's-
bar
let-
comes
let-
up?
Hey, let's cut them loose.
I cut them loose.
Why can't we throw a rope over the track and then shimmy down the rope?
I don't know. Safety concerns and reasons beyond my
Well,
understanding.
yeah, well, they're already screwed. There's already a lawsuit.
Oh.
So the bottom line is, what did you do to sage the issue? Or what did you do to make it
Well, I
better?
don't know. I mean, the safety issues, it froze in place. It doesn't look like anybody fell out. Which reminds me, did you see the video of that roller coaster that had that crack in the pylon?
No.
And when it would go around, it would actually separate, and you could see the crack. They put video in that. Oh my gosh! I don't ever want to be on one of those things.
Do you do roller coasters?
Not anymore. After being hit by a truck, I don't. Not so much of a fan. Oddly enough.
Last roller coaster I was on. It
Yeah.
hurt. It
So what
hurt.
happened was.
We were
Yeah.
at Michigan Adventure, and
Oh.
we got on the wooden roller coaster.
Okay.
There was nothing but pain. It hurt. It hurt. I'm listening to kids.
I
go,
love your
"Wee."
sound effects.
It was my
very
bones jostling, man.
Oh man, it's
It
so
was
funny.
horrible. It's like, damn, I'm old.
Yeah, dude, getting old is not for sissies
That's
either.
got to be the sign, you know. You can't tolerate a wooden roller coaster anymore. No wonder they let you skip the line. And only 3 of you.
All right, so we're going to we're getting ready to go to the main news stories, and I know you like positive ones, and it's really hard to find positive news political stories because they always involve, well, nothing positive. So let's see. I could not find a single thing that was really positive, except for there was a guy that was stuck in the ocean with his dog, a sailor, and they found the dog and the sailor okay after 79 days at sea. Right? But
Uh-huh.
I think they pulled it, or I can't find it. Oh no. I don't know. It was right around here. And the first story that caught my eye was a Chinese property developer has lost $81 billion in 2 years.
What? Because of COVID?
How do you lose 81? Like, do you heard the stories about the ghost towns in China where they were making cities but nobody was living in them, right?
Right. But I mean, that's the government money. That's not individual investors. That's the
Well,
government money.
apparently that is not correct because this company lost Dude, how much money did you make to be in a position to lose $81 billion?
Well, it's not all his. You know what I mean? It's
It
conglomerate.
couldn't be.
It's a conglomerate. The government's putting in.
Like,
there's
when is
several-
enough? When you're like, okay, $81 billion, I'm gonna go ahead and tap out.
Well, I mean, are they trying to build these modern cities like Saudi Arabia is doing, or are they just? I don't know. It matters what they're doing. I've seen a couple of those projects, but
What do you think?
I think it's half propaganda, and I think it's
You
half.
think it's half bullcrap?
Yeah.
Not you. You wouldn't believe that a story is bullcrap.
Yeah.
Not like our story of the seal. Well, before we get our next one, it's time for you to give us a shout out at 92.1
No way.
LBFM,
Oh wait, it couldn't be that time already.
Flint, Michigan.
Is it really?
Yeah, and you know the number, don't you?
I don't think I want to do it.
I think you do.
I don't think I want to.
I think you want to give us the number.
I think
You do.
that the people that are watching us
Yeah.
already know.
They
They know
already
what
know?
I'm about. They know what I'm about to say. They know why I'm about to say it. So there's really no reason to say it.
Yeah, but we still have to say WFOV.online.
Listen, you're not going to get me
Yes.
to say the WFOV 92.1 LPFM Flint is Our Voices Radio. I'm not going to say that.
I know this because you're hard-headed, and I certainly won't expect you to give out the number at 810-259-9789.
No. That's not
Because
something I'm willing to do. Because
You're
these
just not in the
people,
mood today.
they know that 259-9789 is the way to get to the radio station.
It is.
Right? And if they had clean programming
Allegedly.
or church services
Or music.
or things
Yeah.
that they wanted on the show, they already know
Yeah.
that that's how they can get that stuff on. So
And why repeat something that people already know? It seems very boring.
it would be redundant and repugnant. I like
Repugnant.
That word. Do you
Oh,
like
that's
that
very
word?
good.
Isn't that a good word?
Yeah, I always like it
Repugnant.
when people use words I don't know and I got to look up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it
Repugnant.
makes me feel.
Oh, that's what I was going to. Hey, Siri, how long can the human stay upside down? I meant to ask her that.
Oh, without dying?
Here's what I found from healthline.com.
Wow.
You shouldn't remain upside down, including on an inversion table, for more than a few minutes at a time. Even if it is comfortable for your back, falling asleep in this position could result in a danger to your health and even death.
And even death.
So I hope nobody on that roller coaster fell asleep.
I don't know if they would have a choice. I mean, all that blood rush in your head, you'd have to, like, you would have to be, I don't know, man. I like
Just
what
the
choice
weight
you have.
on your shoulders. You know?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh, imagine if there's a big girl on one of the trains.
No, why, see, why does it have to be that?
Well,
okay?
it'd be different, when you're seated in the seat with your weight, as opposed to resting all your weight on your shoulders because of the harness.
Yeah, but now you have that mental picture in your brain.
I
So
do. I can't get it out.
yeah, so how do you get that out?
Yeah.
How do you get that?
It's gonna
out?
take a scrub.
Okay, we're gonna have to scrub that out. All right, and I just found the news thing that I wanted, and it reset. Doggone it! Stupid computer. Oh, but this little girl was featured on a like I'm Missing program. You know, like Kids Missing.
Oh no.
No, so you know us. We got to do something positive. But now here it is. All right, I found it. Girl missing for 6 years was found after being featured in a crime series show. Right?
6 years.
Yeah, and all it does is go to the stupid video that it won't let me skip around. But she had been missing for years. They put her on the crime shows, and somebody called in, tipped them off, and they were able to find the girls.
See, that amazes me. I can't visualize what somebody looks like 6 years ago.
Well, you know how they do those computer things?
They must have, yeah.
Yeah,
They must have
because-
rendered her out, and it was. So
Yeah, because those
close.
things are super accurate,
Oh
right?
my gosh!
It's just the color of the hair and the cut and all that, but the rest of it's kind of really, really amazing. And to find a baby girl that was taken, and I think she was
How
9.
old? Wait, about to say how old was she
9.
when she was taken?
No, she was 3
3.
when she was taken, and they found her when she was 9. That was extraordinary.
That's amazing. I mean, unless she was like with the dad
Uh-huh.
or the uncle or somebody that could connect her to the original people.
Right.
What's the story say?
Well, it won't let me click to it. That's all the information I could get, but it was really positive, and I wanted to share that. And then you are, I don't know if people know this about you, but you are a scooter guy. And your scooter gets how many miles to the gallon?
Well, when I first got it, it was 84.
84 miles to 1 gallon.
I'm going to say it's about 64 now. It's 12 years old.
Well, that's because you've been using the brakes off it, I would imagine. But you're a scooter
Yes,
person.
I am.
Well, I have a story for you.
All right.
They have these new senior electric scooters that they have for sale that are cheaper than you think. And I wanted to get this story to you, but of course the computer is acting all funky all of a sudden. So there it is. Electric SUVs. And it's called this CUV. Look at this picture, right? What is that? It's like a mini car scooter. Well, let me click on it. I don't even know how to explain
You
that.
go right click on the image.
Okay.
No, did you right click or left?
I did. That is
okay,
a right
left
click.
click on it and see what the options are. Go back and left click on the image and see
I don't
if
know.
it allows you to bring up the page that it's on.
Open link and new tab. Let's try that. And anyways, these are for seniors. They're like a little
I love them.
electric pod, one-person thing. Like yours has got a little cover on it.
Yeah, this is more like the little mobility scooters that go 7 miles per hour. I think it tops out at like 14 miles an hour. You can use them on sidewalks.
Yeah, it's like the new age golf cart, basically. I mean,
yeah. I mean, What was it saying? The guy said that they were selling mobility scooters, like used cars,
Mobility scooters.
for people losing their limbs to diabetes in California. It's just a horrible phenomenon.
Really? Well, these things are the special offers on this stuff is just it's just they said they're basically giving these things away because nobody's buying them. I don't know. Do you think it's worth the money?
It matters. I mean, I've seen them as low as like $700-800 on Alibaba.
$700 or $800
Yeah,
for a
but then-
scooter.
Yeah, but then you gotta ship it over here, so that's another $700-800. So
And you just get license and insurance like you do a regular car?
No, you can't use them on the road. They're only for sidewalks. They're like mobility scooters, like the scooter you see at Myers when you go in to go grocery shopping.
Oh, you mean the one with the baskets on
Yeah.
front?
Yeah,
Well, those people wouldn't be able to fit into these.
some of them wouldn't. But,
No.
I mean it's meant for people that
But like having a golf cart trip, like
it's
these things get over 100 miles.
right.
Right?
They
So you
got
just plug it
electric
in.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the prices on them, it's not letting me get to it for whatever
Well, I
reason.
think
but-
they only, like I said, they only do like, I'm gonna say 28 kilometers from an hour, and that.
Yeah,
boils
but if
down
you
to
like,
about
you know how
14.
people will go
Go
to
to
a
the
campsite, you know, and they got their camper and the truck and all that. That would be great for that.
As for getting to the store and getting a loaf of bread, a couple things that you couldn't carry home otherwise had you walked up to the store, you wouldn't have been able to carry it home. So yeah, if you're rolling like that,
I don't know. It's just one of those things I knew you were interested in.
I want to
saw
get the
it.
faster ones. I want to get the ones that are street legal, and I'm still
Yeah,
working on
and get hit by what in that?
it. Well,
I would really need to see the safety. After being hit by an F-250, and those are built Ford Tough for the record, I would need a lot of metal between me and whatever.
Well,
I was
here's the
gonna
first thing you got.
'Cause some people
Here's the
can't
first
drive.
Thing you got to do. Don't get hit.
hit. No kidding. Is
That's-
that how that works?
That's how that works.
Gosh,
That's,
I
if
knew
you
I
set out
forgot
to
something.
Not get hit.
You were so full of
And
crap.
then if you stop worrying about dying and just die,
Hey,
that's all. Just
why,
die.
Just why won't you die?
That's all I'm saying. You're supposed to die when you're supposed to die.
So well, they brought me back. Like I definitely died, but they're like, not yet.
That's why I'm nervous sitting here.
Well, I'm not driving
This could be a
anything.
2-for-1 deal. You know?
Yeah, now it's just gonna be. Oh my gosh, you were
Nervous.
so bad. Oh my lord. So, have you heard about this little fight against Musk and Zuckerberg?
Are you kidding me?
Come on, the Threads versus Twitters. Who's gonna win?
I am going to say heck to the no. I could care less
About both of them?
about either one of them. Yeah.
You are not interested in two billionaires fighting with each other.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. I guess if it's comical, is it funny? At least If
I
it's
think
sad,
it's really
I don't
funny.
Need sad. If it's funny though.
I think it's funny that Zuckerberg had all those people hired from Twitter, and then they start Threads, but it's not Twitter, but it is, but it's not, right?
Of course.
That's all I'm saying. All right. Anything that you want to, if you want to delve into, Elon Musk is launching a new artificial intelligence called XAI. What do you think?
Why wouldn't you? Hey, somebody tried to steal my picnic table. Why is it sitting over there?
Someone tried to steal our picnic table sitting out front that you left there at the bus stop for people to sit at.
Yeah.
Why would they?
is
I
it?
think they just moved it so they could get
In
out
the
of the sun.
shade. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, you see, this is positive and this is negative. That's
I
why
like
this works.
that.
It's
That
a
was
battery,
really
baby.
nice.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was nice.
So in Austin, Texas, Elon Musk has formed another company to run along Tesla and SpaceX, and that's XAI and artificial intelligence. So he must not be happy with the way they're doing artificial intelligence. So he just decided, I'm going to start my own company doing it, and he would probably be the guy for that. I mean, what's your experience with ChatGPT?
I saw it for the first time the other day, and
I think you're going to fall in love with that thing.
You know, the guy that was showing it to me was writing in Python code, and I'm like, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
I thought you just asked it questions. And
No, you can ask it to write the code. It'll write the code for you. It actually had a guy do a show, and it asked it to write the script, and then they followed the script that the ChatGPT did for the YouTube channel. I was like, okay, that was cool.
Well, I wanted him to pull out a voice out of my videos.
Pull a voice.
A voice. Say I wanted Davina's voice out of the city council meetings.
Yeah.
So I wanted ChatGPT to listen to the meeting, and then every time she spoke,
It just muted.
take it out or mark it or make a separate recording. I don't know. I just
To pull those, to
I
have
didn't
all
know.
of her speaking voices on one.
I didn't know if it would do that or not, but he supposedly sent me the code to do it, and suggested that I have
No kidding.
my son available when I drop it in the terminal.
That was, but that's pretty slick, right?
I think it's interesting. I haven't played with it.
I think
I'm
if
just
you-
getting into TikTok. I'm trying to learn TikTok.
Just getting into TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I just think it's a must do for the spectacle.
a must do for spectacle. So looking at TikTok videos. Oh, look, Scooter.
No, I haven't been looking at videos. I'm trying to learn how to create TikTok videos.
All right,
what it
think of the
takes
dumbest thing
and-
that you can do. Put some funky music and then put it on for 10 seconds and have no reason whatsoever. This fits right in your wheelhouse. You
I
can.
saw this one where Mrs. Bunny passes out, and it's just this little girl that faints, falls on the ground.
And you
in
watched
her
it.
bedroom, in her kitchen. I didn't have to. I didn't do it on purpose. I'm
All right, now you got the outline. Think of the dumbest thing. Put the stupidest music, and then just repeat that.
Not hard.
And you watch someone just faint in different
It's
places.
just faint. It was
Was
great.
she okay?
I don't care. I don't care.
Oh, and that is why you are you, my friend, and I love that about you. Okay, were you a Jonas Boys thing? Remember the teenage heartthrobs, the Jonas Brothers?
Ooh, no.
No, that makes sense. Apparently, one of them had white pants on and accidentally brown pantsed his white pants. And,
It happens.
on
How old is he?
stage.
How old is he?
Old enough to know that diapers are a thing, I think. Nothing?
Nah.
Nothing? Meh?
Nah. After you've had children, that doesn't bother you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you've been picking up their poop for a while. All right. How about bison gores a woman in the Yellowstone National Park?
What does what where?
Okay, goody. Yellowstone National Park. A woman of 47 hospitalized after being gored by a bison in Yellowstone National Park. Yes? Is pick the fancy? Here we go.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to picture bison.
Yeah.
Look like
Buffalo.
cows.
Buffalo. Big buffalo.
Thinking buffalo.
Horns.
They only had
Bison.
little tiny horns.
Yeah, but when it's behind 1,100 pounds, it doesn't need to be a big horn.
This is true.
It's
but
a
he
little
was
tiny
more,
one.
more head-butted than...
I want to know what this lady did.
She got out of the damn car.
She was next to a bison. That's the first thing she did. Hey, look over there.
She was not at Kroger.
I need a selfie.
You know?
Right.
Right.
All right.
Oh,
Here we go.
Look at the
Right.
precious bison.
Look at him. Come here.
He's so cute.
And he's like, see ya.
Honey, get a picture.
We already are getting the scope of I knew you would love this story. 47-year-old woman was gored by a bison Monday in Yellowstone National Park. The park apparently said this. Her conditions are unknown. Yeah, I bet. Status unknown.
How could she be
A
unknown?
statement said the woman, who is from Phoenix, Arizona, was walking with another person, near the Lake Lodge cabins on the north shore of Lake Yellowstone Monday morning when they saw two bison. They turned to walk away when one of the animals charged and caused, quote, significant injuries to her chest and abdomen, end
They
quote.
are lying. They're lying. That damage would have been to her butt and her back.
So, They went to turn away, but then they didn't turn.
They decided to
Stand
stop and see
there.
how close the bison was to them.
Do you think that they froze because it charged, maybe?
They said they ran.
Yeah,
So
but
they
they also
had to
said it
stop.
turned to walked away, and then follows that up with chest and abdomen injuries, which if you were turned, that would be the buttocks and back injury. So what we have here is a failure to communicate She was transported by helicopter. Oh my
Ooh,
goodness!
He ran over.
Yeah, to Eastern Idaho Regional Medical Center. The park said the incident is being investigated and no further details,
They're gonna write the bison a ticket.
including her name, will be released. So this person did something that she feels so not good about. That was like, no,
Don't
you're
tell
not
me
putting my
about
name on that.
Exactly.
Which reminds me of my most favorite story. I've done some interviews in my life.
Oh no.
Okay, well, one of them is, you know how during Halloween that they do corn mazes, right?
Yeah, corn mazes.
Okay, I will not tell you who told me the story, but this group was putting on a corn maze, and the lady went with 3 of her children and got lost in the corn maze and called the sheriff's office to get them out, and they had a map. That's the other story that I heard the name was not released in.
I don't understand why you're confused. Nobody knows how to use a map.
Wait.
Why wouldn't they use their iPhone or their Android and use, Google Maps to get out?
Why would they do that when they can just call the sheriff's department to come get them out of a maze? That's what this story reminds me of right here. And then the graceful picture of you were choking on something. I didn't hear that. Moving on. The first white reported incident. First reported incident last year was there were 2 occurrences of bison goring. What kind of incident was that? Oh, that's a bison goring incident. What the heck are you watching?
Oh, this is good stuff, man. This is.
Why is there a torch on ice?
It's 14 of the coolest snow vehicles for the winter season, and they've hooked
a vehicle that has a jet engine on the back of it on the snow.
A snowmobile with a jet engine,
Yeah, I'm going to put an engine that shoots fire on ice. Yeah. Moving on. He says, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
People will not follow you.
Wait, what?
They won't follow you.
No, because they'll go under.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
I guarantee that's going to be in the next James Bond movie.
Oh my gosh, the way your brain works is unbelievable. This was the first reported bison goring of the year, and they averaged 2. So they're halfway home. Somebody else is going to do something.
What's the deadline? Is it January 1st?
I don't know, but they do advise you say 25 yards away. So what does that tell you?
That's quite a distance.
Yeah, the ladies were inside 25 yards. Right?
I'm going to say they were.
You
could easily turn a corner and be bam.
I'm going to say, yeah, because you turn a corner in the national park that you don't see the giant buffalo.
Well, I think you're in the national park, so you will see the buffalo.
The corners are kind of expansive.
Possibly.
What is national park for the giveaway?
There's big rocks and stuff. You know what I mean?
Right, I forgot. The mountains.
There's mountains.
Yeah, what was I thinking?
Yeah,
the great divides between them would be the
zigzag. But I thought bison were plains. They don't go in the mountains. They like to stay low with the groundhogs and the
they're not flying buffalo. It's not like buffalo wings.
Right.
That's not what it is at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and you were saying right. All right, I've spent enough time on this, Paul. Thank you. Oh my God, that was super funny. I greatly appreciate that. But we haven't done. We got to get to Flint Beat and see what they're up to. Yeah.
Not against it.
All right. Now, last time I know your boy was on here, but I'm not sure. But I do want to talk about the Flint City Council if you don't.
No.
Well, it's the main article, so I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, Kate wants to talk about it because Kate wants to talk about it. I must. It says City of Flint, which is where we all live, releases candidate list for the vacant 7th Ward Council seat.
That's good news.
Yeah, you thought it was going to be negative.
Well, I actually got that list this morning.
Yes, well, it's official. 5 candidates are now vying for the vacant 7th Ward seat on the Flint City Council on Monday, July 17, 2023. Now, who do you know who we're replacing?
Alia Hardenroker.
So what happened?
She just got fed up.
She just said, I've had enough. I want to step down.
I don't have to, Bottom line is,
well,
I don't have to put up with this, and why would I?
Well, that job's really stress-free, and and open talking and supportive, right?
Well,
Moving on.
it's a job that's been made more than it's supposed to be. The city council's job is to manage the budget.
Yeah.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's what their job is. And anything beyond that, cleaning up, painting up,
That's beyond their scope of work.
well, they're election ploys. They're things to, hopefully get brownie points from their constituents so that they get reelected. I understand.
So where's 7th Ward at as far as city goes?
7th Ward is over by Dort Highway, I believe. Dort Highway, Atherton Road, Hamburg, kind of stuff that direction, I believe. It could be more towards
Dort and Hamburg area?
Those
all run the same way. Hamburg and Dort go the same way.
Not Hamburg, Hemphill, I'm sorry.
Oh, Hemphill.
Hempill's a little ways out, but it might be Atherton Road this way. I don't want to say wrong.
So here's the names. Let me know what you think of Mercedes Kinney, Ira
Mercedes,
Gilbert.
she's been around a long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
Ira Gilbert, Doug Matthews, Candace Mushet.
Oh, I love Candace.
Shannon A. Cersei.
I just met Shannon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you think?
I think that the pool
Good
is
candidate
limited.
pool?
I thought there'd be more.
Really?
But I'm surprised that there's that many.
Really? Well,
I mean, there should be a dozen folks.
Well, that's my council area, and that's going to be my council person. So, whoever decides to go there, I'm going to be very excited about it.
Interesting.
Well,
I know Ira, and I know Candace. As a matter of fact, Candace is had a show on WFOV for a while. Whose opinion is it anyway? With Michael Harris and what was that other guy's name? Ha ha ha.
I can't recall. The candidates, however, according to the city charter, must be residents of the 7th Ward and registered to vote in Flint for at least 1 year prior to filing.
Okay.
Are looking to fill the role vacant by former Flint City Council President Ellie Herkenroder. She announced her resignation on June 8th and stepped down on July 1st, setting in motion the charter mandate by which council has 30 days to appoint its new member. The city council shall consider it.
Well, it's a temporary appointment until the election.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just serve until the
For
next
July
election.
3rd. The clerk's press release reads that person shall serve in this capacity until a special election is scheduled by the city council. The special election is held and a candidate is certified as elected. Council will hold its next community meeting tomorrow, July 19th, and its regular meetings on July 24th. So that's good information. I hope that will help our area, and I look forward to seeing my new council person and helping them help us help our areas. Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? I feel like that's pretty big news, though.
Yeah. That's I'm just glad that some people have stepped up.
Well, you know what? I was really glad. I wouldn't have to throw my hat in the proverbial ring. That would be something.
Why not? You'd make a good council person.
Now, how do you go and figure that?
You're crazy.
Why do you start every story with, so what happened was... Oh, my gosh.
Can I be honest with you?
No,
because everything else I've told you has been a lie.
Yeah, and you have not changed one bit. All right, but I want to kind of finish on some positive Flint news, if we could.
Okay.
This is the Flint Beat.
Okay.
Again, this is July 14th. The Shelter Flint to host job fair for current, future positions, and it's got a picture of the Shelter of Flint. Flint, Michigan Shelter of Flint will host a job fair on Wednesday, July 19th. From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. as its administrative office is located at 902 East 6th Street. According to the Shelter of Flint press release, human resources staffs will be on hand to provide information about current and future openings across the organization, as well as volunteer opportunities. In addition to the satisfaction of helping fellow community members, Shelter of Flint offers competitive wages and an excellent benefit package, says Sherry Fish, Human Resources Director. What do you think, man?
I'm always down for something that's going to help.
Help Flint, I feel you. Well, let's just finish up here. It says, according to the release, the organization is working to fill current resident and shelter assistant positions. So if you have resident or shelter assistant position experience, or that was something that you would like to do, make sure you go down there and check it out. And it's seeking a pool of applications for future openings in all areas of the organization, including administration, housekeeping, programming, clerical, kitchen, grounds, maintenance, outreach, and, of course, case management.
Nice.
Participants in Wednesday's fair are asked to bring a copy of their resume along and expect to be interviewed during the event. So you go up, you give them an interview with your resume. Shelter officials has also noted that successful applicants must pass a background and drug screening test, which oddly enough is one of the issues that people
Is it?
have. It is.
So, I mean, see, here's my issue. I got to figure this out. So, if I test positive for aspirin, do I not get the job?
Wow, I believe it would be illegal substances.
So, if
don't do crack.
So wait, no. My doctor has prescribed codeine or Xanafanafanilex or Adobatagidibidu. And
Or
I'm taking
fentanyl
this.
patches or
whatever it is,
whatever.
right. But the stuff is legal
I mean,
because
if you-
it's prescribed by my doctor for whatever my ailment is.
I mean, when you put that on your resume, we do have a prescription for pain for fentanyl patches. Please see doctor prescription, yada, yada, yada. And you can put that under there as references, knowing that it would come up.
And any other items you'd like us to know?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't.
Otherwise, they're going to
but
go
that's
fentanyl.
against
No.
HIPAA.
Listen,
I don't have to tell you my medical condition.
Listen, man, I didn't make the rules.
I'd like to
just
see a
tried
lawsuit.
I'd
I'd like
that.
to see a lawsuit.
I believe you would.
There needs to be a test of this because if I test positive for alcohol, do I not get the job?
I mean, you do have to take a drug test.
If I test positive for alcohol in my system, do
I mean, if
not
you
get
go
the job?
to the place to get a job drunk.
Of course, but if you go to the place high, boom, same deal. But if you're not high when you go to the place and it's in your system, do you not get the job?
I would imagine if you have crack in your system, that would prove you do crack, I think.
Well, crack's not legal.
Right. And I think that's what they'd be testing for. Illegal substances, not legal substances. Right?
I like the way you think, but I doubt it. I mean, I think they're still too used to.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the rest of this because we got to finish up.
Do it.
The Shelter of Flint has been providing services since 1983.
Nice.
And operates 3 main program areas: a 70-bed family emergency shelter,
Okay.
an outreach program, and a permanent supportive housing program. This all came from the Flint Beat. It gives us great news for downtown Flint. I need to do a shout out for Cigar Fella Cigar Lounge.
No. I thought we were doing shout outs today. I thought we decided that we didn't need to do shout outs.
They already know that Cigar Fellas is on 1086 North Iris Road. But they do have their weekly Euchre news.
What is Euchre?
Oh my gosh. Are you real?
Well, I know it's
Do you know Spades?
That's a Michigan game, too.
So is Euchre.
I think I remember. A Tunk was the game I played.
Tunk.
Tunk.
Okay. This is one of those things that's uniquely Michigan.
Uniquely Michigan.
And you do not know it. You need to know it. And if you're in the military, most of us know that because you hurry up to wait constantly. So you got to do something, so always bring the cards. Anyway, Jason, the greatest, had to sub in for me because I had to take a break. Unfortunately, due to even though his great skills were unbelievable, he wasn't able to make it at Cigar Fella Cigar Lounge.
Wait.
North Iris
You
Road.
say he wasn't able to make it. What does that mean?
He couldn't pull us back from the jaws of defeat.
He lost.
I couldn't believe it either.
He
I
lost.
really couldn't believe it.
Oh my
Luckily,
God.
though, he is still single.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
It is horrible. Unbelievable,
How
as
do you-
one may think.
All right. Well, it is what it is.
Well, Paul, I wanted to thank you for coming in. It was great. Your shirt is awesome. Your glasses are cool. Superman is in the house. And we got to be
Forgot my hat.
eclectic today, and we got some good picks for you.
I think so, guys. Listen, as always, we want to encourage you to enjoy the life you're living just until you can live the life you'll enjoy.
Peace.
motor check. Don't look any further, cause I'm the best. I can take those places you never dream of. I have what you need to soothe your nerves. I'm your fixing man, baby, that's what I am. Baby, I'm your fixing man, girl, that's what I am. Baby, lay back, let me find out what is wrong. A damp of my sweet stuff is all be gone. The outside man ain't giving you what you need. I'll be your sugar daddy. My job is